Alright guys, welcome back to Florida Racing and Formula 1. So we are here for the Canadian Grand Prix. We have ourselves a very fast Florida racing car. We got to see how it's going to do though in the rain. That's right, we got rain going on. So you can see right there, it's probably going to be raining the entire race, honestly, but potentially it could dry out towards the end. So that's what we got to look at as we get our cars set up for the actual race. We are actually qualified on the pole, which is going to help us out quite a bit. So that's going to be pretty neat. So we got to see how we're going to do here as we get to race on Jacques Villeneuve. So without further ado, let's go racing in Canada.
Hello and welcome to the Ile Notre Dame once again for what promises to be another incredible Canadian Grand Prix at a fiercely competitive circuit, where pole position can often be decided by less than a tenth of a second. It's a tricky circuit to tackle in wet conditions, with top speed still of critical importance down the long back straight. There are 2.7 miles and 14 corners overall on a circuit that in the dry can see average lap speeds of around 130 miles per hour. We'll be lucky to get anywhere near that today. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Why don't we discuss McLaren? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. The Rainmaster lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Bottas, Max Verstappen, and Norris, Kvyat, Gasly, Albon, and Lance Stroll, Ocon, Ricciardo, Charles Leclerc, and Matsushita, Perez, Schumacher, Kevin Magnussen, and George Russell, De Vries, Latifi, Giovinazzi, and Juan Manuel Correa. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Alrighty guys, so here we are sitting in the wet as the car gets rained on, and luckily we're starting out in the front, so that kind of helps us be able to set the pace for the race, plus also we won't be being pelted by everybody else's, ooh, got a jet flying over, everybody else's, what do they call them on boats? Whatever those tails are, I forget, ducktails I guess, I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, we won't be stuck in everybody's wake of water, so that's going to be nice. So let's check out our race strategy. Currently we're looking at intermediates all the way through. We'll probably leave it on the one-stop strategy, honestly, and more than likely if we have any issues we'll have to pit anyway, so we'll just do that and obviously switch tires then. We got ourselves pretty cold temperatures there at about 65 degrees here in the wet with 77 degrees on the track, so the track's pretty cool. Let's see, we got ourselves an 18-lap race. We're going to go ahead and bring down our fuel weight. Actually, no, we're just going to leave it right where it is. Give us a little bit more weight to help us settle into the track a bit. We're going to take a look at our aero setup. We did pretty good for dry conditions, but we're going to up the definitely going to up our downforce just a tad to be able to help out. We got ourselves a pretty tight transmission going on there. That should work out pretty good. Looking at everything else, we're going to slightly redo our brake pressure there. We're also going to do 50-50 all the way around, and we're also going to go ahead and lower the tire pressures just a bit more to help us with grip, because we want them higher but we don't want them too high in the wet. So we'll kind of do that and see how that does. So we got that set up, ready to go. We got ourselves plenty of fuel, so I think that is all good. So let's go ahead and go racing here. Whew. I don't like rain as much as I thought I did. So we'll start on intermediate. So I haven't raced on these in a very long time. So let's see how we do here at the very wet, apparently, Canadian Grand Prix. Let's go. Alright, obviously we are going to be on lean all the way through this, seeing how the car grips the track and stuff. Luckily everybody else pretty slow here on the track. That should hopefully help us out pretty good here. Gonna try and lightly go into the turn. So just kind of trying to figure out how the grip level is and stuff. So luckily we do have the advantage. We're in front of everybody here. So that's going to help us out with visibility. The biggest thing is making sure we're not putting too much throttle down in the turns. That's one thing that I am not very good at, that's for sure. So we got to see if this track. Alright, thank you. Crew giving me a good heads up on stuff. So gonna keep on moving here, but we gotta just, as I said, gotta watch braking zones, watch shoes behind us, try not to slip through stuff too much. Nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. And be very, very easy in acceleration. We'll go ahead and use some rich here down the straight just to get us away from the field. Go ahead and switch back to lean there and coast into this section right through here. Gonna be nice and easy. Everybody behind us being very nice and easy on the track back there as well. Seem to be a little bit unsettled with the rain, so this could potentially work in our favor. I was hoping for dry conditions for this race, though, I can tell you that right now, because we did lots of testing in the dry in the sim, and we had a really, really good car set up, ready to go for that. So obviously had to adjust our setup for the wet, got more downforce, and change the tire pressure as well. So the main thing is just really making sure that Lewis Hamilton back there stays behind us and we don't have any issues with him. He's a little rich here as they're steaming to figure out the track a bit. Just want to make sure we kind of keep that gap going. Nice and easy through the turn, very good. And just make sure we don't hit that throttle too soon. That's the main thing we gotta watch out for. Nice and easy, nice and easy. A little bit into the grass, not where I want to be. And we're spinning just a tad there. Worked out pretty good. Everybody kept it nice and clean there for me. And I was able to keep the car going, so sweet. Get a little bit of gap here to the guys in the back. Luckily they all following me, so I'm setting the pace for all these guys, not the other way around, which works out pretty good there. Okay, once again we've set fastest lap of the race set by us. Definitely like that. Nice and easy through here. No need to make mistakes. So just nice and easy. Honestly, everybody seems to be following me pretty good. Nobody really jumping out of line. I just gotta keep my car clean and keep Hamilton behind me here. He's being a little bit more aggressive there. So just watch that. Nice and easy through here. Yep, probably come around there. Dude, if you haven't noticed, it's raining. We're fine. We are just fine. Crew chief's trying to tell me to use higher engine modes and overtake. It's like, we are fine. Just fine. It's raining. We don't need to wreck the car. It's like, currently I've led for how many laps now? 3 laps almost. And you're complaining about me not using higher engine modes. Look, I'm using a higher engine mode right now to get away from Hamilton just a bit. Look at this. Really, really good. That's all we're gonna do, okay? We're fine. We're doing just fine here in the rain. As my tires warm up, the track warms up ever so slightly probably as well. Sure, everybody's stacked up behind me, but I mean, we're keeping a pretty good gap between us and Hamilton there, so I'm not sure what they did to their setups, if they all went for, oh, got a little bump there from Hamilton. Just a little bit of a bump, not too bad. Not sure if they switched their setup for more downforce or what they did. I think Hamilton's having some trouble now that he hit me. Just fine, just fine. Don't mind that at all. So it's going to be kind of a slow race, it seems like, here in the rain. Tires definitely have come in just a bit. But as I said, just don't want to be too aggressive and spin the car out there. So nice and easy. So, I mean, we're keeping gap really good. So just no one's making any dive bomb moves right now. I mean, Hamilton's being a little bit more dive-bomby than the rest because he's right there, but other than that, we're doing great here in Canada. Car feels good, I like the track. Just think of being nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. There we go, very good. Make sure we don't spin the rear tires. You use a little rich here, and it's keeping everybody nice and close together. No one's really getting much of an advantage here or there, so I mean, we're doing good. There's a little extra fuel right there. Go ahead and stop braking. Alright, Hamilton's taking a pit stop, so he must have broken off some of his wings, so he's going to have some fresh tires here in a bit. That'll be interesting where he blends out on the track here as everyone's doing a little bit slower. Ooh, got a little spin there. Didn't like that. Who we got? Got Signs behind us now. So if it was Verstappen, I'd be worried, but Signs seems to be a pretty nice guy for the most part, so we'll leave him back there. Yep, he's not dive bombing or anything. We'll stay nice and clean. Ooh, little spin there. Ooh, spin, and there's the wing. Yep. So there's that wing damage that I knew was going to happen at some point. So yeah, just the tires ended up coming around. Couldn't quite get it back under control there. So a little bit of wing damage. Honestly, with these speeds, it doesn't quite matter as much. So we're not going to come in. I mean, I'm not sure why Hamilton came in when he did. Because really, the arrow's not quite as bad with these speeds. So we can get back up here to Signs. There we go. Okay, Bottas is now pitting due to that contact, so might have hurt his race just a bit. Alright, so Signs had a pretty good lap there. See if we can catch back up with him here. Car's not really wanting to turn through there, that's fine. So we've sent both of the Mercedes to the back. Don't really mind. Nice to see them in the back. Lewis Hamilton running the best lap of his career, it looks like, in the back there with new intermediate tires. I would assume he's having new intermediate tires. Nice and easy through here. Watch the throttle. There we go. Much better through there. Give a little bit more rich here to get the Signs. Nice and easy through here. Don't want to mess up anything. Try hitting Rich into here. Go ahead and start slowing down, and we already have Rich as we come around here. There we go. Make sure we're on the straight and put power down. Let's see if we can get back up the Signs here real quick. As he's starting to check out away from us just a tad. I'd like to close that gap back up. Nice and easy through here. A little bit of a corner cut. There we go with the fastest lap of the race. Once again, we claimed that back, so super nice there. So we cut back up the Signs. A little spin there from the rear tires. Able to grab that back up. A little bit too close to a corner cut there, not too bad. Just trying to get back up to Signs so we can actually give him something. Luckily, he raced us pretty clean there. Just we ended up having that spin, and that ended up being the problem. So I mean, he's been good, so no problem. Just I got loose, so can't really blame him for any contact that happened after that. Just that's on me for the most part. Nice and easy through here. Don't want to corner cut if we don't have to. Just missed the corner there a little bit. Go ahead and hit Rich again. So you can see here. So obviously, Signs has a few more years of experience in F1 than I do, so he's showing us how we can race in the rain. Exactly. Ooh, I see a little blue sky. Yeah, we keep going in there with too much speed. Sorry about that. Luckily this wing does, I mean, a little bit in the turn there, not too bad. But the wing doesn't seem to be affecting us a whole bunch when it comes down to the speed of the car and handling of the car at the moment. So obviously we can fix that if we pit, which we're waiting to see kind of what this rain does. And we definitely could probably use some new intermediates at the moment. Alright, we might get a dry track there according to the crew chief. I don't necessarily see that happening, but I do see some blue sky, which I'm very impressed to see. So it's going to take a little bit for the track to actually dry off, so we'll see how that all transpires. Nice and easy as we come out of the turn there. Make sure we get those rear tires down. Don't want to go spinning too much. Right, so that's the other thing we gotta worry about. So we'll kind of wait and see what, there it is. Yep, knew that was gonna happen. The question is, if we get to a dry track, how everyone else is going to drive, obviously, once we get to that, when people start coming to pit road and whatnot. But the other question is, do we have enough speed, with a fixed wing of course, to get a 3-second gap to these guys? I rather doubt it, honestly, because I think Red Bull is definitely a lot better than we are. But there's definitely a possibility that we could do that, but yeah, definitely interesting. The track does seem to be drying off quite a bit. We're running standard all the way through it right now. And I think we just saw the last of the raindrops, so when does everybody start coming to pit road? Missed a little bit on a turn there, not too bad. That's going to be the question, so we're going to wait and see here. Hey, we're pushing, dude. Alright, nobody coming. At least the Red Bull's not coming to pit road yet. So everybody's starting to speed up just a tad. Get through the turn there. Yeah, so when do people start coming to pit road if the drive remains here? That's what I'm kind of waiting to see here. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that, thank you. Nice and easy through here. Yeah, you can see that one tire, we're going to need to replace that here pretty soon, but are we going to have... What are we going to have? Do we have a dry track yet? That's what I'm waiting. I'm still seeing water vapor coming out from behind me and Verstappen here. So obviously that wing's slowly starting to give us a little bit of trouble. Not too bad though. My question still remains, when do people start coming? That's what we're waiting for. Nobody coming yet, so track's still a little bit on the wet side. So trying to make this set of tires go the distance until we see more of a dry track. It looks pretty dry, honestly, right now. Trying to see if I see any water vapor really coming up. There's quite a bit of it still. Gonna go a little bit wide here. There we go. Catch back up. Gonna let Verstappen go by. He's a little bit faster than me. Yep, that was one. I want to see how much water vapor is coming off of Verstappen here. Also want to see kind of what he's running. But yeah, we're probably going to need to come in for a new tire because that one tire is wearing pretty good. Nice and easy through here. But yeah, there's still quite a bit of water vapor coming off of Verstappen right now. So do we make the move to come in? I don't think we can yet. I think it's still a little bit too wet at the moment. Sainz has checked out, so good job by him. Yep, he's still checking out pretty good there. Yeah, I'm seeing way too much water vapor still coming off of these guys, so just don't want to get on slicks and then go spinning out. Just don't want to do that too soon, because obviously that's going to be a problem. But we're going to need to come down. Yeah, we're going to need to come to pit road pretty soon with that tire. So keeping an eyeball on that, and we missed our braking zone just a bit. Alright, so Nick de Vries is out. Not going to shed too much of a tear there. Yeah, we are really starting to wear that tire, so we need a new one. That is not a corner cut. That is, I was out of control. So these guys are pretty unsure about what they're doing as well. We got a yellow flag for something here. We're gonna go and pit. We're gonna go for some softs. We're gonna see what we do. We're gonna keep the downforce. We're going to try this out and see what we do. We got 6 laps remaining here. We really needed new tires and new wings, so we're gonna get both of those. We're going to go out with lean. We're not about to hit full throttle out there. So we're going to see what this car does out here. So we'll see how the car drives on the track here. Got to get these tires slightly warmed up, so obviously with the wet. Okay, dude, yep, we know, but we gotta watch our tires, see how everything's running, okay? I don't want to break anything, so we're running back here in 21st. Nick de Vries is out of the session. Yeah, it's still a little bit on the slick side, not too bad though. We got DRS enabled for the race. Tires feel pretty good. Let me check. I want to kind of see what the temps are running here. Temps are pretty good. Alright, we have gotten the tires on before everybody else. I think we have jumped the gun in front of everybody, and I think we might. Yep, there it is. There's the teammate in the pits. Alright, the question is just being nice and easy. And we weren't. We needed to be easy through there, we weren't, so that's going to mess us up just a little bit. Nice and easy through here, nice and easy through here. Alright, people coming out on the mediums, not the softs. Interesting strategy. There we go, we come out 10th, that's pretty good. I'm not sure. Gotta be nice and easy, so we do have a little bit more downforce in the car than we had before. So I'm trying to be so nice and easy because the track is still cool, so that's going to make it a little bit on the slicker side. So just trying to be nice and calculated with what we're doing here. We don't need to wreck anything if we don't have to. Go ahead and get 3 set up for the straight. coming in on these guys here, so they're running. Yep, see, that's what we were worried about. Not sure what we... Yep. Another 8-second penalty for collision. Not totally sure why, but we got it anyways. So yeah, hit the throttle too hard coming out of that corner. And car just came around, so that's what we got to look out for here. We got quite a few laps so we can make some positions there, but we got to really go at it here. Don't have a ton of grip in the front tires, like a little bit more than we have. Hamilton behind us with fresh tires there, and he's going to want to move ahead if he can. We got a little bit less downforce now. Nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. Good. Not terrible. Could have been a little bit better transition through there, but not bad. A little bit too tight through there. Got the fastest lap right now, which only works if we finish in the top 10, from what I remember. So we got to get some positions back here. Won't even count if them with the penalty, so. A lot of potential today, but currently we're not looking too good at the moment with 8 seconds hanging over our heads again. Saved a lot of fuel, which allows us to run on option 3 for quite a bit through here, which is definitely helpful. Car's handling really good, even with some wing damage, so I like that. Nice and easy through here, nice and easy through here. Car felt like it was coming around just a bit there. Overtake. Everybody's trying to burn off fuel too, so that's kind of hurting us now as well, because everybody's using up that fuel. I think we got, if I'm looking at it correctly, it looks like Little Shoe is up in the top 10, so definitely a good day for him, all things considered, but I'd like to be a lot further up than I am right now. So we were ahead of the strategy, and unfortunately just weren't quite able to capitalize because of that spin that we had. We could have been a lot better, unfortunately, but yeah, unfortunately that spin really did mess up where we could be. Ooh, car almost came around. Yep, came around there. Now we got both front wing damage. Max Verstappen putting on a clinic once again now that he's up there, it looks like. I'm going to try and make it all the way to the end here with the damage. Seem to still have a pretty good amount of speed here. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately with everybody else having that extra fuel, just don't quite have enough speed to be able to get past them cleanly. I could totally send it in there, but don't really want to do that. We're way out there. Blocking Hamilton, keeping him back there. Yeah, if I'm counting right, we should have Little Shoe up in the top 10, which is really, really cool. And unfortunately, we could have been up there if we hadn't had that spin issue there, so that's certainly a bummer. Let's see where we end up finishing off. 17th, that's about where I thought, honestly. Thinking more 18th, but 17th will work. Yeah, Schumacher able to do a good day with the setup and actually able to capitalize. Good for him.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for Red Bull today. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team. So, let's review the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Mick Schumacher gets my vote today.
Let's move on to the constructors. Red Bull pull further ahead in the standings. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today, as they make their way up the standings. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Alright guys, honestly I thought it was a really, really good race. Honestly, just had the corner cutting, and then I'm not sure why we got a collision penalty, but we ended up getting that as well, so that ended up sending us even further back. And of course, just had that spin coming out of the horseshoe down there, and that just ended up really ruining our finish. But that was probably the funnest race, both on strategy and just actually on the track racing that I've had in a long time at Canadian Tires. Canadian Grand Prix. That would be kind of interesting, F1 on Canadian Tire, but I digressed upon that one. But anyways, really fun race. I really enjoyed it. Got very, very intense racing it, so that was fun. I enjoyed it. Didn't get the finish that I wanted, but had a lot of fun doing it anyways, so that's what's important. So anyways, Mick Schumacher able to get a top 10. It's a great day for him. We could have certainly done better, but yeah, just didn't quite have what we needed to be able to make it. So we almost beat the strategy, but unfortunately just with a cooler track temp and trying to push a little bit too hard, that ended up getting us over, getting ahead of the strategy. So anyways, fun race, really enjoyed it. We'll see you at HQ here in a bit. Alrighty guys, so we are back from the Canadian Grand Prix. We got to renegotiate with our teammate here. So let's see if we can go ahead and get that done and get Mike Schumacher back with us for the remainder of the season. Go ahead and get a yabba dabba doobin with him. And so we already got, he's at 4 million. We're totally going to give him a pay raise. He's been doing great. We're absolutely not going to lower his pay. And he is signed, so we have got him on to continue on. So sweet, got that paid out, so that's very, very good. Definitely wanted to make sure we could get that done. So let's see here. We got ourselves a driver PR filming, sponsored event. We'll go ahead and get the power department focus done there. We also got funded team event away. That probably would help out their whole morale. So we'll go ahead and, well, let's see here. Now we need to do some other things. Let me see. Remove that. Yeah, we gotta keep doing some other things here. So let's see here. Sponsor team event, weight training, 3-day second driver PR, sponsor event fundraiser. We're going to go ahead and keep on with helping out Mick Schumacher, get him some PR filming as he's back with us for the remainder of the season. Also do some weight training to keep him going on there. So do the whole big announcement and whatnot. We also got all of our sponsors back on the car. Got them all re-signed to continue on. Let me just see here, because I don't remember if the sponsors stay on their spots, or if we gotta go through. Yeah, we gotta go through and put them back on. So I'll get that done here real quick. Alright, we got the sponsors all back on the car. Got our driver signed and everything. Now we just need to go into R&D and see what we got going on there. So what do we got currently coming? We've got, let's see here. We got some stuff coming in aerodynamics. Let's see what we can get done. We have the DRS maximum slot gap. That's not super important to get done. Halo, that would give us some major rear downforce. Front downforce. Turning vanes. That would be helpful. Let's see what we got in chassis that still needs to be done. Fuel tank positioning. That helps with weight distribution. Engine cover. Also weight distribution. Let's see here. Suspension. We'd like to get that done. We don't currently have enough resource points to get that done. What's this thing over here? Hydraulics, weight distribution. Don't have enough to do that. Let's go ahead and get this done. Let's see if we can get it done before the next race. So we got that on the rush order. So let's see what we do. Let's continue on here as we get ready for the French Grand Prix. Alright, we got that done. And that failed, unfortunately, but we should be able to get that done. We got that back on the redevelopment list, so we should have that pretty soon. So next up is the French Grand Prix, and we will see you guys here next time as we get ready to go racing at the French Grand Prix. Let's look at the points standings here very quickly. So we're currently 8th in the point standings. 23 of those points thanks to Mick Schumacher, 1 point thanks to us. We definitely need to fix that, that's for sure, but having a pretty good season, all things considered. So definitely like where we're going so far. So we got the French Grand Prix, followed by Austria, Great Britain, Hungary, Belgium, and then Italy, our stronghold, then Japan, USA, of course. So we will see you next up at the French Grand Prix. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It helps the channel out a whole lot. And we'll see you guys here next time with Florida Racing and F1 for the French Grand Prix. Bye-bye.